Oh, Cindy, what? So is that what was the thing that you had? You were gonna
spit in his mouth, I believe.
Yeah, he's paying me to spit in his mouth.
That's fucking disgusting.
But he already paid her.
Yeah, so
y'all wouldn't do that for 10 grand?
I have to do it.
Huh?
Yeah,
for 10 grand, you wouldn't do that, Brian.
If someone offered you $10K to spit on them, you're telling me you'd say no.
I would say no.
If I offered you 10 grand, Brian, I was like, spit in my mouth for $10,000, you wouldn't do it?
As a 20-year-old, as a broke 20-year-old, and someone said,
you make a good point.
I would have been tempted to do it.
Here, 10K, spit. You'd say, fuck yeah.
I would have been tempted to say something like that. That's true.
Yeah.
But it is kind of, it's disgusting, right? You were disgusted by it.
They're not spitting in your mouth.
But even you doing it, I don't know.
Honestly, if they offer to spit in my mouth for 10K, I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah, me too. What?
I don't do this work, and I would spit on someone so many times for 10K.
I would.
I would spit on
people even offer
to pay for my farts.
What?
In a jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that
That's crazy.
I would do that
or
too.
like my gym socks.
Or like shitting on
underwear.
Shitting on someone.
Excuse me?
People have literally offered to pay.
They'll dead ass like they want you to shit on them.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, all right.
Men are
What is
weird.
going
Men are
on
weird.
tonight?
It's y'all species.
You know what? She's not totally wrong.
It is
Come
our
on,
species.
like,
That
y'all
is
understand
wrong.
it more than we do. We're just making money off of it.
Yeah.
I blame these degenerate men who like throw obscene amounts of money.
I also blame the women though. Here, I'm very not
I think
judgy.
we're both
you know,
to blame.
yeah, right.
We're
like
both-
if you're,
okay,
if
we'll
a
be fair. We're both to blame.
If a man has that desire for whatever reason, like a charitable woman would not encourage it, right? You say like, yo, man, you do the Michael Jordan. You just be like, yo, man, like get some help. Go to, you know what? You don't need
You
me.
wouldn't
you
look
need
at
a
someone.
psychiatrist.
You wouldn't look at someone who said, "Here's 10K if you spit on me," and say, "You need some help." You'd say,
I think at least today. Look, I hope that when I was broke in 20, I hope I would say no, thank you, sir. But certainly today, I do not need $10,000 that bad that I'm going to spit on a guy or sell any of these things.
And
I would say, sir, I would give that guy money. I'd say, sir, here's bus fare to go to the psychiatrist. And
you would?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I guess we're
bus
not
fare is like
charitable.
$2, you know.
I guess we're capitalist.
Yes, and there are problems with capitalism, man. There are like big problems because it ultimately degrades to treat people like commodities, and it degrades people to the point that everything becomes about material and money, and dudes are paying you 10 grand to spit in their face.
Well, if it's a specific kink, like, and not everyone will act that out for them or like get with it.
What's that?
My mom's calling me.
Why?
Yeah, shouldn't they just like keep that to
knows?
themselves?
No, because
They should
it's up
indulge
to us as sex workers to say yes, we're comfortable with that, or no, we're not comfortable with that. I think like there's nothing wrong with their kinks and asking.
I put a lot of blame on men, to be honest, on this one. I mean, like, the thing is, look, I personally don't get it because I think it's the parasocial, like, you actually get to communicate with these girls, although even to what end? These girls don't respect you. They're never going to date you. They're never going to, I mean, unless they're actual prostitutes, they're never going to actually be romantically involved with you. So I get that there's like the girlfriend experience. They get to actually chat with you, which even that's dubious because a lot of you have typers in Bangladesh who are typing while you're off at
Do you have
I disagree with everything you're saying right now.
Let
Actually,
me just finish.
completely
Let me just
disagree with
finish. What
everything
I don't
you're
get
saying.
though,
I
if it's
disagree.
strictly about them viewing your pornographic content, that's what really confuses me, bamboozles me, is the immense amount of free pornography that's available. How room temperature IQ do you have to be with the
I think the
dearth?
same thing
Is
every
dearth
day.
the right word here? I don't know.
I literally think
there's
the
so
same thing
much
every day.
fucking free porn. Why are you paying for it?
Because it's obviously not about the
Because
it's
not
about the
the porn.
person.
It's about the relationship.
No,
It's about the
not
person.
It's about the relationship
person
with
and-
with your male. A lot of these typer dudes.
Bangladeshi.
Okay,
So that's
you
not
can't
fair to make
speak-
that assumption
Yeah,
for everybody.
you
Like, I don't
can't-
have chatters.
Yeah, you can't say
I
that
talk to
for
all my
everyone.
fans.
But let me ask you a question.
Me
Just
too.
the same thing with these girls who do OnlyFans who have boyfriends. They wouldn't admit if they did. So if you did have a typer, you wouldn't come on here and say, "By the way, I have a typer." We've had I'm not going to put anyone on blast, but yes, girls who say they don't have a typer, who say they respond to all the messages, have typers.
Well, it's not the case for everyone, so I just want to make that distinction.
I'm not saying all of them.
I think
but
it's
like
morally
most of them. Most of them have a typer. And
A lot
think,
of girls
I actually
refuse
object
to do that, and
that's
they
fine.
want to do it on
but
their own.
I do actually I object to it more than the nude content. Women who are misrepresenting the degree to which they're going to have a fan interaction, it's essentially fraud and misrepresentation.
I agree.
If you state that I'm the one talking to you, but in actuality it's some manager, a male manager.
But if you're the dude, what do you care? It's just a text coming through from your like weird addiction.
Yeah,
to
it's just getting you off.
Yeah.
If it works, then it works. If
Who
it's
cares?
a man
Well,
behind
But I
Bangladeshi
think
guys are the same
morally,
as
I
you
think
for that
that's wrong.
purpose, right?
If you are saying
Right.
specifically, I do not have a chatter, but you have a chatter, I think that's morally wrong because they're paying for a subscription to talk
not
to
even
you.
well if you it's not even that you say you don't have a chatter, but you do. It's most OnlyFans people wouldn't frame it like that. They would say personalized texting, you're messaging me, but they actually have a typer.
Sure,
I know this is a bit
that
semantics.
says the same
but
thing though. I'm saying
yeah,
like
well,
if they're
essentially,
saying
but
I'm
it's a bit
talking to you
different.
and they're not, I think that's morally wrong. And I'll say that as a content creator
you
myself.
could also actually make the case that it's actually civil fraud. I don't know if it reaches if it's actually criminal fraud, but it's certainly civil fraud.
But if
Well,
you're the
something we
dude,
agree
you'd
on
be
on
so
that.
embarrassed
I
to bring
disagree
that
though
to
that you said that we don't respect our followers. I completely disagree with that. I actually have like cool dudes that subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Well,
No,
in
you
a romantic
don't.
Yes, I do.
You might
100%.
believe that. I'm not even convinced you do believe that, but you do
No.
not have a single cool dude subscribe
I
to
do
your
actually.
OnlyFans.
Yes.
They are all
I like actually do.
huge losers. They are.
Well, you can say that.
Oh, shit.
They are. They are.
Michael,
Look, it's not because you're a
You
very
said
pretty and
Michael.
lovely gal, but it's if you're subscribing to this stuff, you are so deeply pathetic.
That is
Okay,
your
I have a
opinion. I can say
question.
the
But my
same thing
opinion
about
happens to be
you.
correct.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on a site like OnlyFans, Pornhub? Have you ever subscribed to anyone's account at any
I have
point in
not.
your life before you were
No.
married?
Maybe it's just because I'm too cheap. I would never look for all. I'm
Okay,
not
that's
I'm
valid.
not saying I'm
That's
like Mr.
valid.
Perfect. I've done plenty of terrible things.
That's valid.
I would never. To your point, Brian. You know, there's plenty
So
of
have
free
you?
porn out there.
Have you? Like straight up, have you ever paid for someone's page on OnlyFans,
I'll tell you
Pornhub,
this.
anything?
I'll tell you this. Actually, I don't want to expose any of the girls on the show. We recently did see girls. I did have somebody on my behalf because she was really claiming that she responds to all the messages. So during the show, I had someone pay for her OnlyFans. It was like $10, and send her a message. Unfortunately, we didn't.
You just totally outed the girl.
No, that's a lie.
What?
Because you subscribed to mine.
Huh? You're a fucking
I
liar.
saw on,
And
I'm
No.
on the statements. Your name, Brian. Atlas.
You're literally a liar.
Oh,
I'm not. The
I-
at literally says Brian.
Let's see the receipts.
You're literally slandering me right now because no, I,
want
didn't.
Receipts.
Receipts.
What's the email address?
Receipts.
Pull it up.
No.
Receipts.
It doesn't tell you that.
Wait,
Email. It
do you-
says your name.
Do you
your
have a
full
free
name.
one? Was
Okay,
it your
wait.
free one?
Oh.
Do you have a free one?
Oh, so he
there are
really
free
knows.
I do put
He
free
really
promotions.
knows.
Are you
He
okay?
really
So this
knows.
is no, because well, it's sometimes we'll look at the girls from the whatever OnlyFans account.
On their
We'll
free
look at for like intel in the same way that we look at your Twitters and we
Intel.
Intel.
no literally
They
intel.
sit in a circle and look for
Intel.
intel.
But this is
Oh. So he does.
so. What's the first off? I'm fairly confident we didn't even look at yours though.
I saw in my statements. This is your first and last name.
I mean,
Wow.
what email? Pull it up right now.
on
Look it up.
OnlyFans.
No,
On
because,
But on OnlyFans, you don't see the email. You,
only
just see a
see the
username.
username.
Yeah.
You can't
You don't-
see
you
an
can't
email.
look at it.
That's
so
too much
I'm sure
information.
some of you have
Isn't there, like,
Donald Trump
fan
who have
confidentiality?
subscribed.
Okay,
to
so
you.
just say someone cared
I
enough to
don't know. I
make a
think a
fake
lot of
name that was
ethics
your
are out the
name.
window.
But how
Yeah.
how am I supposed to
But
prove
it could
that
be
somebody,
you.
like-
You don't have to
I
prove
don't-
it, but
I don't.
you know.
Okay, this is
Yeah. You don't owe anyone anything.
No.
If it wasn't you, it wasn't you.
Yeah, if it wasn't
Then
you, it
can
wasn't
say
you.
that.
If it was
It
someone else,
wasn't.
oh, okay, then it wasn't. It wasn't.
What is a free OnlyFans? Isn't the whole point that you pay money?
well, there's like free ones,
No.
but
There's different strategies. I mean, if you're going for a free page or a paid page, just
Usually when
depends.
people have free pages, it's like a little tease to get you to subscribe to their paid OnlyFans.
Oh, so you
no,
also
wait.
have to pay.
you can see. Can you see the account? You can see the username for who subscribes.
Stop. Raise
Wait,
your hand if you're
no,
beefing.
no. I want a full like vindication of this accusation. You can look on your OnlyFans and see the username, correct? Mm-hmm. What was the username?
Your name.
Brian Atlas.
So
actually other Brian Atlases. I was gonna say, yeah.
What's that?
That doesn't even make sense for whoever
But
described
there's
that
other
is.
people that have your same name.
You know it's like her to do that shit.
But straight up, that doesn't make
Well,
sense.
the only OnlyFans account that is owned is the OnlyFans.com/whatever account. So unless it was from that one, which it sounds like it wasn't, then that's an imposter or somebody who shares my first and last name.
What kind of content you post on there?
Oh, I mean,
Are you just like,
it's like
look-
a troll page.
Okay.
We don't do any adult content. on there.
Bummer.
It's
just-
like to investigate.
I would subscribe.
Literally.
With big labia, women
Oh my
only.
God.
Hey, let's
Okay, all
not
right.
discriminate.
well, I mean,
No,
you
he
did
loves
when you
it.
got your labiaplasty,
I know.
or was that a joke?
No, I'm being dead ass serious.
That is.
September
long ago?
29th, 2022.
You're so disappointed.
2022?
Labia what?
Labiaplasty.
Did that just zoom into your face or something?
No, but it should.
The dramatic back. Well, like my fans like my labia. They've never seen my labia the other way, so.
Cindy also admitted to me after a show that
What?
I almost want to retributively slander you in return.
No.
Okay. Whatever. Let's see.
Exactly. Whatever.
Exactly. Whatever. I have some pre-show notes here. I want to